Joe, is that a tough one to take considering the flying start as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing that always worries you about coming to these places. I mean, every time I come here, the games are just refereed completely differently. You know, whether that was when Big Achim Fenwa was here. You know, today I've never seen it in my life. We score, we don't want the ball to go up, we don't want to waste time after like 6 minutes. We're a footballing team, we're full of fit, young, hungry lads. Like, and he books Bobby after 7 minutes. And then the second half, they've just proceeded to take what is known as the Michael out of the officials and doesn't do anything about it. So yeah, it was baffling. I mean, I thought we had a penalty claim. You know, a couple of their players, Obita and Vokes, have made elbow contact with players' heads. I thought it was a strange refereeing performance, but the goals we give away, you know, we've got to be better. We were certainly guilty of being a little bit naive there. Dropped a little bit deep early for the first one. Don't win the first, second or third contact. And then obviously come out in the start of the second half and give a goal away within 3 or 4 minutes, having, you know, given them, as I say, a cheap possession in their half, stepping in. Bobby Thomas steps in, plays a pass, gives it away, turns. Anthony should deal with the header. Bobby then should probably deal with the second phase on the middle of the pitch, and then after that it was, you know, the lads were trying admirably to keep it out the net, and sometimes you just get unlucky. Wing, you have to give him credit. Somehow he's found the angle to hit the post and go in there. I thought the linesman would give offside. I thought he'd give a free kick. I wasn't too far away from it, but I couldn't see the ball go in, so disappointed. And then, you know, we've huffed and puffed and you know, tried to take the game to them, but then, you know, they've just managed to run the clock down, and, you know, as they do here, they're a team of experienced players who, you know how to slow a game down and break a game up.
Is the fact that yourself and the Gassids that were here watching, the fact that we're going to be very frustrated at losing that game, is actually a sign of how far this club has come in 2022?
Yeah, absolutely. And it you know, Gaz has done a fantastic job, linked with loads of clubs, etc. And he's a great guy. You know, the Wycombe fans here have got behind them, and they've gone on a fantastic journey to the Championship. And, you know, we were beaten by them in the semi-final of the playoffs. So you have to give them nothing but credit for the way they do it. You know, is it what I'd want to do? No, absolutely. But we've lost the game. So look, I wouldn't want to be watching 180 passes and telling lads who've played in the Championship just to boot the ball as far as they can. But it works for them and it's effective. Look, in a short period of time, as I said, when I spoke about Portsmouth and their 4-4-2, I know they've tried to play a 3 at the minute, but when I spoke about that, I was talking about us being ahead of them in like 12, 18 months. Knowing the progress we're making, we'll dust all of them. And unfortunately, Wycombe are another team like that. They're booting it long, as they know, got them into the champ. Doesn't keep you in there. As I say, I wasn't Lionel Messi, but I played 3 seasons outside of the Premier League in this country, and they were all in the Championship, so I'm well versed in winning that or getting out of it, and I know what it takes to keep yourselves in there. And as I say, booting the ball as far as you can and having a wrestling match doesn't get you there, albeit in League One with the officials and the officials being a little bit naive like they are today. You know, they can make traction, so fair play to them. They beat us fair and square today. We played them in 4 weeks or something at home. And as I say, I wouldn't swap jobs with Gareth. I wouldn't swap personnel in terms of playing with them. But again, we've been beaten fair and square today.
Let's look forward ahead to Exeter against a team now that came up with us last season. What should we expect?
Again, you know, Gary Caldwell's gone in there and kept the group together. I think the team's, you know, embedded. He's tried to add a little bit more possession to them, and we know with our skirmishes with them over the last couple of years that are a very good side, and, you know, we want to bounce back and get our momentum and close the gap on the teams in the playoff picture. You know, 29th at home, Exeter is a fantastic opportunity for us to do that. But if we're not absolutely on it for 90 plus minutes, as we've seen today, you know, you switch off for a second. You know, at this level, you know, players can take the game away from you.
Thanks, Joe.
Cheers. Thank you.